Hello, my name is Dustin Shepard and this is my channel, Bearded Awareness. I started it to help people like myself and you learn a little bit about mindfulness-based stress reduction, cognitive therapy. I'm certified in both of those, among other things. But it's mindfulness for the rest of us. I wasn't able to grasp the concept several years back because I was so caught up in self. My mind fucked me so much all the time. I either was focused on the past and all the things that I'd screwed up in my life, or I was terrified about the future and what's going to happen. I wasn't living right here, right now. On any given day, at any given minute, I was thinking about the careers that I screwed up, the relationships that I screwed up, the credit that I screwed up. Every single thing was coming back every day, all the time, 30, 40 times a day, each. And I couldn't get away from it. I couldn't differentiate here, now, to then, because that's who I thought I was. I thought I was my story. I thought I was all the fucked up shit that I'd done up until this point and doomed to just fuck up more shit. Until I found mindfulness and, meditation and just breathing. It's changed a lot for me. On this video, I've been looking into self-compassion, also known as loving kindness to yourself. And what I discovered was, when I first heard about it, I was like, I don't need that shit. My ego was like, no. Because, my ego does what an ego does. It keeps me locked into my recurring thoughts, my recurring actions, and all this thing that I think is me. My brain keeps playing this shit over and over, and then I'm doomed to keep doing it. Until I could differentiate the here and now from the past or the future, I was mind fucked all the time. So, with compassion, it's not self-indulgence. It's not going out and eating everything or screwing everything or whatever. It's not stuff that's going to harm us or anybody else. And self-compassion also isn't self-esteem. Sometimes our self-esteem is based on our accomplishments, what we've done, what we've want to do. And that's fleeting. That comes, that goes, and then we're still stuck where we were and have always been. Self-compassion to me is understanding that I can mess up pretty bad, but it's not who I am. I'm not my thoughts. Sadhguru talks about, he has a meditation that's like, I'm not my body, and I'm not even this brain. I'm somewhere in the middle. I can watch things now. And through meditation, I like sitting, body scan, all the things, it helps me to realize that. But in order for me to realize that, I gotta not fucking hate myself. And not hating myself for me started with just accepting my past for what it was. I can't change it. It doesn't exist anymore. My future, I can be doomed to go every moment into it with anxiety, or I can do something right now that will hopefully give me a little bit more contentment, a little bit more not wanting to shoot myself in the fucking face when I wake up. As we practice loving kindness on ourselves, it changes our perspective on who we are. We can realize that the thoughts that are coming are just over and over and over. Ruminating, cyclic thinking, always. Why did I do that? What have I done? Why did they do that to me? Why did they make me feel like an asshole? Why did they do this? Why did they do that? And that gets us nowhere. All it does is it just makes us crazy over and over and over and over again. So for me, I had to learn how to accept what was. I had to let shit go. And it started very small with understanding that I'm a human being and I'm going to mess up. I'm going to mess up a lot. And so will you, unfortunately. But the thing about it is we can learn from that and just don't do that no more. You know, with my history with addiction and alcoholism, I would have these thoughts come and wave in on me, and I would just go drink, or I would go do drugs. And all I was trying to do is make the cyclic thinking stop. And it might work for a little while, but I would always wake up and it would always be back, usually worse, along with a lot more anxiety. Mindfulness and learning to live in right now, being somewhere in the middle, it stopped that for me. You know, learning to let go, learning to accept things of just what they are. I can't change anything. I can't change the past, but I can change right now, and I can change the way I think. You know, the mind can fix the brain. So I guess I kind of got off on a tangent there. Going back to loving kindness and self-compassion, you know, we beat ourselves up when we sit and play on our phone for an hour and we need to do shit and we still do it, and then we get this shame of I'm a piece of shit because all I've been doing is sitting here dicking around with my phone. And then in shame and misery and self-loathing, we get up and do that thing that we need to do. Or we don't. And it compiles. It's just more and more and more misery and shame and regret. And that stuff that eats our soul. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. If you got something to do, you can just get up and do it. And then play on your phone for as long as you want to. That takes out the shame right there. Or if you are on your phone, accept it for what it is. You know, I've been on this for an hour looking at Facebook. Well, I can't go back and change that hour, but I can right now get up and do the thing that I was supposed to. And then when I get those accomplished, I can come back and play with my phone. And I know that sounds silly, but I'm just using that as kind of a broad spectrum. Now, you know, the different ways that we look at that stuff is you know, a lot of people think that they can shame themselves into action. And that's a miserable way to live. That sucks. I was like that. That's why I bring it up. You know, I beat myself up. I beat the fucking shit out of myself all the time for no reason. And you know what mindfulness and self-compassion did for me is when I'm not stuck in all those thoughts of the past, or that I'm a procrastinator, or I suck because I'm doing this or that. When I get out of those thoughts, I have motivation to get up and do the things that I need to do. Be the person that I want to be. And it's nothing magical. Nobody ding me on the head, or they're gonna ding you on the head and say, no, you're mindful and everything's gonna be fantastic. You know, but sometimes we gotta go to the grocery store. Sometimes we gotta run errands. Sometimes we gotta go to fucking Walmart. I hate Walmart, but a lot of times I have to go and I don't want to. And I put it off and I put it off. And then when I go, I'm there for a long time and I have to get in the line and it sucks so bad. But I continue to do that, even to this day. But I'm learning. Hopefully I'm learning, and hopefully we can learn together. Love yourself. Don't hate yourself. Don't beat yourself up for shit that you can't change. And don't beat yourself up for the future that we don't even know what's going to happen. Just live right now. Look into mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, which is just a fancy word for the way we talk to ourselves, the way we think of us as a entity. Mindfulness-based stress reduction is just learning how to breathe and pay attention to that breath, and then get distracted, and then go back and do it again. There's no wrong way to do it. The right way to do it is just to do it, just to keep trying. And that's important. Is we're gonna feel discouraged. We're gonna feel like this shit isn't working. And sometimes we just gotta do it anyway. And it doesn't take a lot of effort. It doesn't, it's not like you're out digging ditches. Sometimes you can just sit and breathe. Give it a shot. Maybe it'll help. I am gonna do a self-compassion guided meditation. And hopefully you'll listen to it. And like I've said a million times, if I can help one person, all the studying and blah, 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 and YouTube and everything, it'd be worth it. Because somebody helped me, and that's just what I'm trying to do. So thank you for watching, and I appreciate it. And we'll see you again soon.